Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to another episode of The Pilgrimage, my save that's migrated over from YouTube to Twitch. And just a quick recap of where we got up to. We finished pre-season last time and we begin today with a home National League game against FC Halifax. So let's get straight into it. And we'll pick the team for Halifax in just a moment. I thought I was ready to go, but we're not quite there. So here we go. We are in business and ready to select our lineup. Oh, apart from the fact I haven't cleared all the messages off, so I'll just do that. Now we're good. Okay. So, we need a right winger. We are, as you can see, quite troubled with injuries at the moment. Doherty and White are the best. I might move Doherty out there, and then we'll pick a new ball-winning midfielder in Josh Lundstrom. And then up front, we'll go with Jonathan Lawson. And then we just need some substitutes. And that's very much going to be a case of whoever's fit is going to play. So let's put Joe Nuttall. So we'll do it top down. Joe White, central midfield. We need someone who can do fullback, so Doro can do both. Ideally we need somebody who can do both wings. Coulson can do that job. So we've got a central midfielder, and we need a centre back who in an ideal world would be able to play defensive midfield. And in fact, we don't have any fit centre-backs not already in the team. So, we'll use Jude Arthurs in there instead. And that'll do. So we've got one number to give out, and that's for Coulson. So, he can have number 26. And let's submit the team and get straight into it. So here we go. We're underway. Got my lights pointing straight at me. Let me just check that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, here we go then. It's important we make use of home advantage. I'm going to sort of agree with him, but I'm going to say I'm expecting a win. I'm going to place some expectation on them. And let's get out there and do it. So here we go. Our first game of the season. Can we manage to bag ourselves a win? And it's Saville with the free kick. And it's close, but clips the top of the crossbar on its way over. Right, we don't need the match stats there. We get them elsewhere. I'll change that in a minute. Couto to Lundstrom. Back to Maguire. Lundstrom loses the ball and then wins it back. Magloire into Abbott. Couto on the outside, gets round his man, beautiful cross, and the header is pinballing around, and then Greg Doherty applies the finish, and it is Oldham Athletic 1, FC Halifax 0. So we take the lead in the opening game of the season, and I still don't get the chance to add the league table to the graphic for you. Lundstrom gets it back, cuts in field, goes close, but not close enough. And there is the league table. We're third in that table, behind Barnet and Blythe at the moment. And now it is Halifax with the free kick, and Joe Piggott finds the back of the net. And it is Oldham Athletic 1, Halifax 1. So let's demand more and see why are we not getting the proper view of the let's just change that so I can see all the substitute ratings. That's not what I want, but never mind. Right, okay, so 37 minutes gone, still 1-1, and now it's Halifax on the attack again. Cross comes in, it's headed away. Doherty to Lawson. Saville into Lundstrom. Lundstrom with the finish. And it is Oldham Athletic 2, Halifax 1. So we take the lead again. Back into the top 4. And I really do need to find out why I can't get this to display properly without it expanding to the full width. So, never mind, it is half time, 2-1 up. So, doing well, definitely find another gear, I think that's entirely fair. And let's see, do we need a substitution? Personally, I'm going to say, actually, I'm going to say yes. Harry Evers is not playing well. So Coulson can come on in his stead, and he's actually an upgrade on Evers, so that's no bad thing. And it is Sharon to Magloire, into Saville, tackled, and Evans finds a colleague. Leahy plays it out to Thomas. Finds Darbo, crossed in, the header from Joe Piggott, and he's done it again. Darbo with the assist, and this time it's disallowed, it remains 2-1. So we get away with that one somewhat. Let's demand more. And let's get the player ratings. If we can, there we go, we can see our ratings now, and then it's less of an issue that I can't see them at the bottom. Doherty comes across, finds Abbott to Lundstrom, ball into Doherty again, goes for the cross, and it falls to Coulson at the back post to make it Oldham Athletic 3, Halifax 1. So, looking like we might have secured the win now. Right, Byram needs to come off. Jude Arthurs can come on. So something isn't quite right with the resolution. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know how I can fix that, because at the moment I can't see the whole screen. Right, Abbott needs to come off for White, and right, Oldham Halifax are in, but couldn't find the back of the net or even the target, and that is our final change. We've only got a couple of minutes to go, leading 3-1, and there it is. Halifax beaten by 3-1 in the opening game, so we get off to a winning start. Outstretched arms, nice work. That's good. And let's move on to the next one. So Coulson scores on debut. Right, my assistant is going to do the post-match press conferences. Okay, so we are back in form, apparently, and facing top of the league, York City, away from home next. So this should be our hardest game of the season. And to get it out of the way nice and early gives us the opportunity to potentially capitalise on York not yet being up to full speed, but also the opportunity, if they do happen to hit their stride, that we've got plenty of time to recover. So not a bad time to play them away from home at all. Oh, excuse me. And right, pre-match press conference. Is there any way I can delegate that? League press conferences, delegate those. And York, the opponents next at the York City Stadium. I don't know what it's actually called. We'll find out in a minute. But here we go. Okay. So team-wise, George Abbott needs to come out. Greg Doherty can go in there. George Abbott can come out, and Joe White can. In fact, Joe White's not fully fit. Doherty's going to have to go back in there. So George Abbott will be replaced by George Saville, and then Abbott in midfield to be replaced by Benny Couto, and then left back will be Sam Byram. Right back, eventually I'll get rid of Abbott out of the team. Benji McCabe. I wonder if they might be better the other way around. Let's try them. 3 and 2 that way around. 3 and 2 that way around. It literally makes no difference. So what does Sam Byram prefer? He's really not bothered. And Benji McCabe would prefer to be on the right. So we'll leave them exactly as they are then. That would seem sensible. George Abbott can come into the team as the winger. In fact, let's get Coulson in the team for Harry Evers. And also, striker-wise, Joe Nuttall for Lawson. And let's go. Let's get Coulson in the team for Harry Evers. See if we can grab a second win on the bounce to try and get off to a really good start. So here we go. No, I'm going to go with I want to win every match. Tonight's no different. Let's go. Goals win matches. Had a good build-up. Important to play well in every match. Got a much better chance of winning if we're playing well. So, let's see. So, coming up to the 10-minute mark, Castro's free kick, Macaulay with the save, and it'll be a corner to York. And it's Kuyar, the header away. McCabe smashes it clear, and it's allowed to go out for a throw-in. Free kick, and we are definitely second best at the minute, so demand more. We're going to stay on balance for now. Castro's free kick, Macaulay with the save. So they keep trying to catch him out at the near post, and he's not having it at the moment. But we've given the ball away. McGonigal to... In fact, Nuttall's in to win it, but doesn't keep hold of it. McGonigal back to Kuyar. Doherty couldn't win the ball back, and McGonigal smashes it past the goalkeeper. 1-0 to York. And demanding more. But doesn't keep hold of it. So, not the continuation we were looking for. As Kuyar plays it back to Beattie, to Brown. Long ball forward. McGonigal beats the defence, pulls it back. Dyson cleared away. Doherty gives the ball away. Nichols into Seba, and it's out for a throw-in. So we just need to hold on and go in at half-time 1-0 down, if at all possible, and that is what's happened. Not going to win if we don't shoot. Absolutely not. And it's out for a throw-in. Joe Nuttall for Jonathan Lawson. And Sam Byram. Benny Couto can go to left back. Sam Byram for Joe White. And that'll do. So, into the second half. We're demanding more. We might as well go to positive at this stage. There's no point sitting back when we're losing. And it is a York throw-in. Nichols with it. Zeba crosses it in, and Kuyar makes it 2-0. And York confirmed that they are the big threat we thought they were. So we've got it all to do now. And just waiting for the ideal... In fact, let's go attacking now. 15 minutes to go. And yeah, we'll change Doherty for Arthurs. That's fine. Into the final 7 or 8 minutes. Castro's free kick. Macaulay allows that over his crossbar. And the highlight comes to an end. Disappointing performance, disappointing result. Nothing really went our way in that one, and we don't deserve to get anything out of it. We won't. It will end 2-0. Or will it? Yes, it will now. That is full time. 2-0 to York. So a disappointing scoreline and performance. Don't like what I just saw. And we're going to need to make changes. Okay. Didn't do the things we're meant to do. Not quite going back to the drawing board. Didn't get going. Didn't do the things we're meant to do. So we'll move on. Not quite going back to the drawing board. Okay. Didn't get going. And let's see if we can do better in our next game at home to Chester. So it's not getting any easier. Josh Lawrenson. Right. Before I go any further, let me just check the resolutions and see if that's the problem. Right. General. Right. Before I go any further, let me just check the standard 100%. There should be a zoom option somewhere, and I think that's the issue. Is it under interface? There should be a zoom option somewhere, and I think that's right. Can't find it. It's not under interface. Okay. Most common, let's try that. Match volume is low. Not under interface. Okay. Here we go. Most common. Let's try that. Low. Try zooming out and seeing how that works. Here we go. Maybe that will do the job. Not convinced, but we'll give it a shot. Maybe that will do the job. So forgive me while I wait for this to load back up again, and we can have another look at it. So forgive me while I wait for this to and hopefully we'll be able to see everything next time. Right, nearly there. And hopefully we'll be able to see everything next time. It is taking an awfully long time, my apologies. Nearly there. Right, here we go. Has it changed? And if so, has it changed for the good? Lawrenson, yeah, you can go. It's fine. So he's off on loan somewhere. He's got multiple offers to choose from. So he'll choose where he wants to go. And hopefully we can make it 2 wins out of 3 and beat Chester. So he'll choose where he wants to go. And hopefully we can. So here we go. Lawson. So here we go. In fact, Lawson for Nuttall. Aidan O'Brien. Right, Jude Arthurs, what can you do? Defensive midfield. Aidan O'Brien. No, Saville's much better. Really do need more defensive cover than we've got, but never mind. Let's get into the match and see if this works. And see how long we can hold out this time. See if we can actually get a positive result. Another defeat would be problematic. So we do need to turn it around and quickly. Another defeat would be problematic. And I've not pressed the button, that would help. Right. Here we go. Let's go and beat Chester. So there's our team. Chester managed by Jay Rodriguez. Here we go. Right, I want to see a marked improvement. We were woeful last time out, so that shouldn't be too tricky for them to deliver. And it is not fixed, so that wasn't the issue. So whatever it is that's causing it, it's not fixed by that, because that's now full screen and I can't reduce it. That almost worked. Oh, so close. Right, let's try just leaving a small gap. No, it drops it down if we do that. So for whatever reason, it's just hiding the bottom of the screen very slightly. So for whatever reason, it's just hiding the bottom of the screen very slightly. Ah, there we go. That seems to have fixed it. And while I've been fixing that, Chester have gone down to 10 men. So we are in the ascendancy now. Gone down to 10 men, so and whatever was causing it is now resolved, so it should be fine now, and we should go on to win this. Coulson needs to come off at half time, as does Lawson, so that'll be the double change at the break. Isn't good enough, I'm afraid. So Coulson, for Harry Evers, and let's see, Joe Nuttall for Jonathan Lawson. And let's go. Going positive. We're not going to sit back against 10 men. We are absolutely going to have to go for this. And it is Badley Morgan with the throw-in for Chester. We've won it back though. Saville plays it into Nuttall. Evers shoots, and Harry Evers makes it Oldham Athletic 1, Chester 0. Good goal, good finish, and puts us back in the playoff spots. Saville with a free kick, and he's gone for goal when probably the cross was the right option and not found the target. So an hour in, and we're ahead, and deservedly so. Couto gives the ball away. Magloire wins it back. Byram to Magloire. On to Saville. Magloire again out to Byram on the left hand side for Evers. Cuts infield, finds Byram. In on his right foot, hits the crossbar. It's cleared as far as McCabe, and the highlight comes to an end. Saville's free kick again, goes short this time to Doherty, on to Lundstrom. Back to Couto. To Saville, into Byram. Saville turns and plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Macaulay to Sharon. Sharon's ball over the top is won back by Chester. Caton cuts in field. Lundstrom takes it off him. And we can break again with Doherty. Evers shoots. And Evers doubles our lead. It's 2-0. Although Claridge has been credited with an own goal for some reason. So we'll take the 2-0 anyway. And that leaves us 7th as it stands. And we need... yeah, let's get Jude Arthurs on at right back. And we're moments away from securing our second win of the season. And that should be that. There it is. Job done. 2-0. Helped obviously by the red card, but we'll take that all day long. Pleased with the performance overall. So yeah, we'll take that. Excuse me. And confirmation that it does leave us in a playoff position after 3 games. Lawrenson's off to North Lee. That's fine. And we really do need more reinforcements. We could definitely do with a left back. If we can find one. See if we can find a left back who's willing to play wing back. And the transfer fee should be 0 for all of that. De Bayo, Marodza, and Jack Senior. My usual strategy would be De Bayo, so we'll go with that. Make an offer for loan And we want him to be a regular starter. They won't let us use any money. And they won't let us have him. So, non-starter in the end. Okay, here we go then. And we are away next at Bromley, who are third in the table. So another tough one, and probably changes needed again. Given our injury record at the moment, I think that's sensible to keep doing that. Given our injury record at the moment, I think that's sensible to keep doing that. So, Joe White is now injured. Kind of proving my point, to be honest. He's out for 5 weeks. Abdominal strain. Kind of proving my point, to be honest. He's out for 5 weeks. So, that's not ideal. And let's crack on. I'm planning to do, obviously I went through the whole of pre-season yesterday. I'm planning to do this in short streams, so it's a little bit closer to the YouTube style of content. So we'll probably do streams of 6 games, mostly, throughout the season. Right, Donahue can come in there. What else? We've got a few players who are needing a rest. In fact, I'll let my assistant pick and then we'll tweak from there. Odysseina isn't ready yet, so he's going to have to come out of the side. But the question is, for who? And he's going to have to play because there's nobody else. So Timmy Odysseina is going to need some looking after. Probably going to involve changes of formation, I would think. So here we go. Next match, carry your last performance will do well. That's fine. Bromley are on a cracking run of form, 3 straight wins to start the season, and top of the league. So we've got our work cut out, but we will go above them if we can manage to grab the win, potentially. We'll go level with them on points, and it's going the other way at the moment. Mo Fall scores, and it is Bromley 1, Oldham 0. So we're going positive. We are demanding more. And right, Abbott is playing poorly, as is Lawson. So those two could well be the 2 players changed at half-time. As we approach half an hour, we're still 1 goal down. So we'll demand more. And let's see if we can grab a result. Okay, there we go. Half time, still 1-0 to Bromley. So strong words needed in the dressing room. Thrash the arms. What was that? And let's make a couple of changes to the lineup. Right, centre back Odysseina for Nathan Sherron. Jonathan Lawson for Joe Nuttall. And we'll confirm those. Jonathan Lawson for Joe Nuttall. And we'll confirm those. So we are still 1-0 down. Let's demand more. Jackson with a free kick into Phillips. Giving it away. Saville to Doherty, so we can break here. Doherty plays it to the right for Byram, who goes past his man. Can he get the cross in? No, but finds Doherty. Pulls back for Nuttall, and Joe Nuttall levels the scores. 1-1. And suddenly we are back on level terms and hopefully on target to grab another win. If we can score another goal, I think we'll be able to hold on. Kuto gets to the byline, crosses. Nuttall does give us the lead on 63 minutes. Coulson's having a poor game. And we'll bring on Jude Arthurs. And I'll try swapping him with Doherty. Don't know that it'll work. In fact, that just makes them both worse. So we'll just leave Jude Arthurs on the wrong side. And hopefully we can just hold on. And I'm sure we should be going above Bromley. But apparently not. And it is Kuto's free kick. Abbott with the header. Can't keep his header down. And it's out for a goal kick. So Byram to Sherron. Byram. Sherron into Abbott. On to Saville. Finds Arthurs. Round the outside. Pulls it back to Abbott. Lundstrom with the shot. And that's just wide of Hollingsted's left-hand post. And we're into stoppage time. There's only a few minutes. And that should be just good enough. And it is. 2-1. What a performance. Well done, lads. Okay. So, 3 wins out of 4 to start the season. And it is Dagenham and Redbridge next. I'm not going to speak to the press. I'm going to ignore them. So let's see if we can grab another 3 points in the next one. At home to Dagenham, former league club themselves. So hopefully we can inflict some pain on them and strengthen our own promotion bid. I say promotion bid, the board aren't expecting one, so there's no immediate pressure. Just a reminder for anyone who is a new joiner to the series. We are expected to establish ourselves in the National League this season, according to the 5-year plan. establish ourselves in the National League this season. And the supporters want us to finish above Rochdale and finish in the top half. So that should be doable as we go into the 5th game of the season. Okay. Here we go then. Leonard, yeah, you can go. I think Reece Leonard is in the reserves. Yes, he is. So he can definitely leave. I think Reece Leonard is in the reserves. Yes, he is. Okay. Right. Let's keep this good run going and keep the pressure on the leaders to try to bridge the gap. So order Cena for Nathan Sharon, that's an easy one. Josh Lundstrom for Jude Arthurs. Not sure about that one. Doherty could come in there. And then Jude Arthurs could be replaced by... In fact, it is going to have to be Doherty. And Jude Arthurs is going to have to play in there. Try swapping him and Abbott around. Nope, that's worse. So we'll change them to like that. And match number 5. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a win. And just very slightly improve our playoff position. So Dagenham and Redbridge managed by Azesh Raymond. Not any names in the team lineup that I'm noticing. What are we going to say? I'll agree with my assistant. Why not? And let's go. I'll agree with my assistant. Why not? Kick off. And let's go. Okay, Couto into Saville. Finds Lawson. Arthurs and Frankie Coulson gives us the lead on 1 minute. It is Oldham Athletic 1, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. So we are right back in the playoff mix. Up on 12 points. As Doherty plays it to Byram. Back to Sharon. Byram. Infield to Arthurs. Tries the shot. Falls to Abbott. Byram to Abbott. Sharon, Saville out to Couto, crosses it, and the finish from Lawson is wayward. So not the composed finish we were hoping for. And maybe Jonathan Lawson might be coming off at half time, as that's played all the way through to Macaulay in goal. And he's going to launch this, I think. He kind of does. Doesn't get the maximum amount of distance on it, but we've won it back. Lawson. And that's a tame shot that ends up straight in the arms of Dixon. And we're 20 odd minutes in, and we've been the dominant team. Only the one goal to the good, but another one would take us above Bromley. And it is Macaulay with the goal kick. We've given the ball away. Oyukunle, Ryan is dispossessed. Abbott's ball forward is nowhere near a blue shirt though. Fawkes plays it into Portelli. Portelli again comes forward over the halfway line, finds Lawless, who's dispossessed by Arthurs. Byram all the way back to the keeper, finds Magloire to Couto, round the outside to Coulson, infield to Saville, finds Arthurs, back to Abbott, Lawson's shot just wide, and it is still 1-0, but we're on the attack again. Byram to Arthurs, Byram to Doherty, back to Sharon, to Magloire, Couto, into Coulson, Couto finds Saville, and it's deflected, but was on target anyway, so Saville gets the credit for the goal to make it 2-0. And surely now we'll go on and complete a comfortable victory. There's your half-time whistle. 2 goals to the good. Any need for a substitution anywhere? Happy with the number of shots? Absolutely. We're trying them from everywhere. Yeah, I'm going to take Greg Doherty off. Bring on Joe Nuttall. Oops, wrong one. Greg Doherty for Joe Nuttall. Let's try Lawson out on the right hand side. No, worse. So we'll leave it like that. And let's see if we can build on that in the second half. As Arthurs is beaten, Simpson to Portelli, to Fawkes, on to Ryan, forward to Richardson, and it's pulled back to Oyukunle. Lawless with the shot, and it's wide. And we are 2-0 up, 51 gone. And next substitute actually is going to be the substitute, Nuttall. He's picked up an injury. We're going to have to bring on... In fact, no, he's recovering. It's fine. We'll take off Magloire instead and bring on Odesina. And we've got one more. Saville for Lundstrom. As that's cleared, Odesina wins the header, finds Abbott. Ball over the top is too easy for Dixon. And 15 minutes left. Now we just need to manage the game and see it out. Ryan pulls it back to Oyukunle. Williams onto Claremont. His shot hits the crossbar via the goalkeeper, so it will be a corner. And the highlight comes to an end into the last 10 minutes. And with 5 games gone, we're sat on 12 points, 1 adrift of leaders Crawley. So really encouraging start. Lundstrom to Abbott, over the top, headed away. And at this point we can relax a little bit, play our stuff, and look forward to the 3 points. Williams pulls it back. Odesina clears up to halfway, but it's coming back at us. And Oyakunle's in and scores. Right, going attacking for the remaining minutes. And we remain in second place in the league at the moment. And there is your full-time whistle. Oldham Athletic 2, Dagenham and Redbridge 1. So we've got another win on the board. Second half wasn't great. Always good to get a win. We're not playing as well as we can. Second half wasn't great. And I think actually maybe we should go a little more positive. So keep everything the same, but go positive. Right, Joe Nuttall's picked up an injury. And we've got one more game. So, Leonard's off to North Lee on loan. And that is another outgoing sorted. So our swollen youth ranks are beginning to diminish. Still quite a number of players we don't want. Okay. Let's continue. And we finished today with Barnet away. They're fourth in the league. So not an easy one. And hopefully we can get at least a point to keep the pressure on at the top. Keep the promotion challenge rolling, and maybe eventually we will start seeing teams interested in us, because at the moment I'm probably not on anybody's radar as a replacement manager for anyone. But another couple of months like this and people will start to think about it a little bit. So let's see what we can do against Barnet. I'm going to go back to neutral actually, or whatever it's called, for this one. In fact, I'm just going to change it anyway. Balance, that's the one. I'm going to leave it like that anyway, because at the moment it's working. But another couple of months like this, when it stops working, we will try and examine why and see what changes are needed. But while it's working, why are we changing it? Would only be for the sake of it, so let's not. Right, Macaulay, I'm pretty sure is the best keeper. He's the best keeper by a mile. Sam Byram is the best right back. Sharon is not one of the better centre backs. We could do with Odesina being in there. Benny Kuto's fine. changes are needed. Into midfield, Jude Arthurs. If I could replace him, I would. Lundstrom's not fit. Joe White. What's your problem? He's passed the fitness test. What's his problem? He's got an abdominal strain. He'll be fine. He's not one of the better centre backs. So we could do with Odysseina being in there. Joe White for Arthurs. Oh, I've done it wrong. Now Jude Arthurs for George Saville, and that'll do. Lundstrom's not fit. Joe White, Odysseina and White both need potentially replacing at some point. And here we go then, final match of the stream, and then we will we'll find someone to pass the love on to. Not sure where we're going to go yet, but we'll find someone. Yeah, show everyone the recent praise is justified. I think that's fair. Barnet are in decent form themselves, so it's not going to be easy. As it stands, we're down to 5th, but it's Barnet on the attack, and we need to get that clear. Abbott does so, but only as far as Heaven. Yeah, that is a player's name, not a reflection of how far he headed it. Byram, I thought he got the ball there. That is what you would call soft as far as penalties go. Burns sends the keeper the wrong way. Barnet lead. Demanding more. Going positive. And let's see if we can repair the damage quickly. Saville. Back to Magloire. Into White. To Byram. Forward to Doherty. Gets his cross in. And Frankie Coulson with the header makes it 1-1. So we're back on level terms. And we've played just 5 minutes. A win at the moment would take us to the top of the league if we could pull it off. But we've only had the one shot so far, the one that ended up in the back of the net. So we're not exactly offering serious levels of threat at the minute. And it is Barnet on the attack again. But we've won it back. Coulson, risky diagonal ball, but he's got away with it. White picks up the loose one. Finds Doherty again. Out to the right. Plays it back to Byram. Into Saville. And it's Magloire to Couto. Into Lawson. Reverse ball for Doherty. And his shot is over the top. Lawson not playing brilliantly. So might be a candidate to come off at half time. As Chance comes forward, finds Copley. Chance crosses. Sam Burns scores. Barnet lead again. And we need a rethink here. Demand more. We'll drop back to balanced. And yeah, we've just got too many players not quite performing to the levels that they are capable of today. But overall, 12 points from 6 games is not a terrible start to the season. We're only off the top by a point even now, so if we could get an equaliser, obviously that would be a bonus. Doherty's corner to the far post, the header off that far post, and it's cleared. Half time, 2-1 to Barnet. And show me something better in the second half. Right, question is, who is going to come off? Sam Byram, or is there a more worthy candidate? Sam Byram needs to. He's on a yellow card, not playing well. We'll bring Benji McCabe on. We'll bring Nathan. In fact, we won't bring Nathan Sharon on. We'll bring Joe Nuttall on for Greg Doherty on the right. Or we could bring him on up front. Let's bring him on up front for Jonathan Lawson and see what he's got to offer. So we'll demand more and see if we can manage to sneak an equaliser to go back above Barnet in the table. And an hour gone, still no sign of any highlight in the second half yet. Okay, so it is Couto to Saville to Magloire into Abbott, finds White, plays it into Doherty. His shot hits the post and is cleared. Good effort, not quite good enough. And it remains 2-1. 20 minutes to go. We go attacking now. We're losing, so let's... in fact, Heaven's got himself sent off here. So, White for Sharon. And let's demand more. Surely we can get an equaliser against 10 men. We've got about 3 minutes to do it now. It's not looking likely. But there's 5 added minutes to come. Is there going to be a late sting in the tail? No. Barnet 2, Oldham Athletic 1. So that is not the result we were looking for. Don't like what I just saw. And let's show you the league table. And then we will conclude the episode and look for someone to raid into. So here we go with the league table. And as you can see, 7th in the table, 4 wins, 2 defeats from our 6 games, 12 points, 1 adrift of a trio of leaders in Rochdale, Bromley and Crawley. So not a bad start, but could have been better. So let's go and find someone to raid. Who's playing Football Manager? There are not many, playing Football Manager at the moment. 4 wins, 2 defeats from our 6 games, 12 points, 1 adrift of... Let's go and see Bust the Net. Not seen him in ages. So we'll raid Bust the Net, and we will be back with more on this save on Tuesday. So this episode today will go out on Monday. So in fact, I'm going to have to come back on... Yeah, I'm going to have to come back on Tuesday, and I might even do it as a live one on YouTube. So let's raid Bust the Net, and I'll see you guys on this save on Tuesday, but I will be back tonight with my other save. This episode today will go out on Monday. So Bust the Net. Please give him all your love. Tell him I sent you, and I'll see you on the next one. Yeah, I'm going to have to come back on Tuesday, and I might even do it as a live one.
The best inspiration can come from the most
on YouTube. So let's